Hi there, my name's Jacob. I want to try out this Piezano XL from Granite Stone. This is going to be my first time trying this. I'm making a spicy Alfredo sausage pizza, and if you are wondering if this is going to be a good pizza maker, how large it actually is, if it's going to be able to cook the pizza quickly, and especially what is it going to taste like, I encourage you to keep watching because I'm going to show you all of those things as well as go through the unboxing, how to actually make the pizza, and a few things that you might be wondering before you decide if this is right for you or not. So come along, let's make some pizza because I'm getting hungry. Let's do it. I'm going for a spicy Alfredo sausage pizza. I've got a couple tablespoons of butter. I put in a couple tablespoons of flour and I got it on a low heat. And then I'm gonna slowly add some milk and some cheese. I'm gonna make a white sauce for this pizza. Gonna need plenty of Parmesan cheese. It's getting pretty saucy. Now we gotta spice it up. And if you need to make it a thicker consistency, you can just add some more flour. I think I'm gonna add a bit more cheese and then we're gonna call it good. You know what? I like stuffed crust pizza, so I'm gonna get some string cheese, cut it in half, and then I'm able to just roll up the edges around the crust, and then I have that stuffed crust on the edge. There we go. I added the sauce in the sausage. I've got my crust, and now I am ready to throw this in the Piezano. So let's get it set up, let's get it unboxed, and let's take a look at how we can actually make some pizza, because I'm getting hungry. Okay, so the actual box here was packaged well. This was my fault. I accidentally broke that open when I was cutting the tape. But let's go ahead and take it out, see how large it is, see everything that comes with it. Got another safety seal here and some foam. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got in here. I just tore the whole box open because I was like, I just got to get it out. And as you can see here, everything is packaged individually, wrapped really well. And we flip this over. There's the actual Piezano, however you say it. And then we've got our actual pizza tray here as well. So this thing's actually pretty heavy, very large as well. Definitely gonna fit the pizza that I'm gonna put on here. We've got more than enough room for a large pizza. And so let's get this unwrapped. And there she is, beautiful. Very nice design. See a couple stickers here. Got to remove these labels before we use. It does have a viewing window, which is really nice. It does also come with 2 pizza peelers. That's what these are. And then it does come with pizza cutter. And there's the stone insert. So this is the one that needs to be cleaned, you know, make sure that there's no food particles or anything on here. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Piezano. One thing that's nice is it does have a slow close, so you don't have to worry about like it slamming shut. It will slow close. You can monitor the temperature here. The whole thing is gonna be warm, so be cautious of that. But what I think is really cool is you can set the temperature on the bottom and the top. So you can have, you know, based off of how crispy you want your crust to be. And then the pizza stone literally just sits inside of this, and it's designed to have handles on the outside to where we can rotate this without actually opening the lid. So if we have this shut, we can actually rotate this without opening the lid up. So that's pretty cool. And otherwise, let's go ahead and kick this on. It is recommended to go ahead and just turn this up to around 800 and let it preheat on both the bottom and the top. I'm gonna set it for slightly under 800 because I do have a smaller pizza with that gluten-free crust that just doesn't get quite as big. But I'm gonna set it for around 700 on the top and the bottom. I'm gonna let it preheat for about 5 to 10 minutes, just watching this temperature. And as soon as that temperature is where I want it to be, then I'm gonna drop this pizza onto the Granite Stone Piezano, and we'll be off to the races. I can taste it already. All right, it is currently at almost 400 degrees. It's 9:01, just to give you an idea. And let's see how much longer it takes us to get up to about 700. But it is heated up, it is going. You can see the glowing red hot conduction electric coils up at the top. There's also some underneath the stone plate. And if you want this to heat up fast, then don't open up the top, just let it heat up. And then I got our pizza peelers ready to go. With the pizza peelers, you definitely want to have some flour on here, otherwise your pizza is going to get stuck to your pizza peelers. So I put down some gluten-free all-purpose flour and put them on our our pizza peelers, and now I've got our pizza ready to transfer. All right, it's currently 9:06 and we are just actually closer to 750 here. So about 9:05 is when we were at 700. Let's go ahead. It is time to put the pizza in. So I'm gonna lift the lid. I'm gonna do a little bit of flour as well, just to keep the bottom from sticking. Just a little bit. We got our pizza here, and then we're just gonna let it peel off, just like that. And I can already hear it cooking, can already hear it sizzling. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back down. And what's really nice is I can actually view the pizza from this window. Now we wanna make sure that nothing's touching the heating element as much as possible. And in this case, it looks like this part here was sticking up a bit too much. So I'm just gonna smush it down a bit. So as much as possible, we're gonna make sure none of it's touching the heating element. Now that is one thing that I would say could be improved, is if the lid was a bit taller, then we could have, you know, much thicker crust pizzas in there, but looks like it's good to go now. I don't see any part of it touching the coils or anything. So I'm gonna come back at about 9:13 or so, and I'll show you what this pizza looks like. All right, it's 9:15. Here's what the pizza's looking like. I honestly started to smell a little bit of burning, so I came to check on it, and I'm glad I did because the crust was starting to get pretty crispy on this side. Overall though, looking really good. I like a little bit of a char, but yeah, I'm gonna shut it off and get this pizza cut. And this can do fresh made pizza dough and pizza ingredients obviously, but you can do frozen pizza too. So I think that this is gonna taste better. We'll see here in a second, but probably taste even better and be about the same speed as trying to order some pizza. But obviously I'm looking forward to how this tastes, because there's no places around me that have like stone cooked pizza with that crispy, extra crunchy crust on there. So let's give it a shot. There's what the bottom of the crust looks like. Got pretty crunchy on the bottom as well, because it does have heating elements on the top and the bottom. And I have already dug into this pizza because I'm super hungry, but it's good. It's really crunchy. Exactly what I was looking for. Quick, easy, effective, and so much better than oven baking, and a lot better than many of the local pizza options I have around here. Hey babe.
Hey.
How's the pizza?
Delicious. Absolutely delicious. It has a really nice crunch.
Good. This is really good. I take it back. This is like some of the best pizza I've had in a long time. Super, super good. And I hope this was helpful for you. Hopefully it answered some questions. Have an amazing rest of your day.